Operating side-by-sides can pose a number of risks to drivers and passengers. When a side-by-side overturns, there is the risk of being killed if thrown from or crushed by the vehicle. People can also be thrown around inside the cabin or hit by loose objects and receive serious or even fatal injuries. It is important to check the side-by-side vehicle regularly to make sure that it is safe to use. Check the engine bay to ensure that there are no loose wire or oil or fluid leaks and that there is no grass or debris present.
Have a look, see how much dust's in there. If there's a lot of build-up of grass and dust, and that will give it a blowout or a washout.
Also check to see that the tyres are properly inflated and there are no mechanical defects that will affect the operation of the vehicle. Ensure that you are familiar with the manufacturer's instructions for safe operation of the vehicle. Some models will specify that helmets should be worn.
When you get in, just like in your normal car, when you're going for a drive on the road every day, plug your seatbelt in. And we've also got a bit of mesh here on the side so that if you do have an accident or something, you plug that in and that just stops any arms or anything from coming out the side. So if I was driving it without a seatbelt, it'll only go about 26 kilometres an hour. Foot on the brake and turn the key on and start it up. Just check that I've got fuel in there for my trip today, that I'm not in four-wheel drive or diff lock at the moment because I'm just driving out through the paddocks and I've got no issues with weather or anything like that. So, and then yeah, when I want to move off, put on the brake into select the gear I want to go into and take off.
Before you decide how the job will be done, consider the nature of the task and the environmental conditions, such as weather, ground conditions and terrain. Sometimes you may need to reassess these conditions daily or even hourly, depending on the weather and drying times for the ground surface. Animals can create hazards such as holes in the ground, and weather conditions can create additional hazards such as holes and falling branches. Consider the most suitable vehicle for the task. For example, a ute, a motorbike, a tractor, or walking may be a safer option in some situations. Make sure that you drive to the conditions. Just because the SSV can go fast does not mean that you have to travel at the maximum speed. By understanding these key factors when operating side-by-side vehicles, workers will reduce the likelihood of serious incidents and go home safely at the end of each day.